With our bulletin built, we'll move on to our last lesson, saving, exporting, and printing. In this lesson, we'll discuss printing your document directly from Affinity. We'll also cover how to export your document. Additionally, we'll cover how to review, proofing recommendations, and quality control. Finally, we'll wrap it up with printing in-house or sending it to a professional printer. All right, let's start with printing directly from Affinity Publisher. If you have a basic office printer and you're handling bulletins in-house, you can go to File, Print. This opens your printer setting window. Because every printer looks a little different, we aren't going to explore the settings today, but in general, here's what you need to keep an eye on. Paper size. Make sure it matches the paper you'll be using. Orientation. Choose portrait or landscape depending on your layout. Color settings. If you're printing in color, confirm it's set to color mode, not black and white. Double-sided printing. If your printer supports it, set this up so pages automatically flip correctly. Once those settings look good, you can print a test copy to see how everything comes out before running the whole stack. Next, let's look at exporting your file if you're sending it to a professional printer or uploading a PDF to your website. Go to File, Export. Publisher can export many different file types, but we are going to want to choose PDF. However, there are a few PDF types to choose from depending on your context, and it's important to pick the right one for your needs. Press Ready for Print is what you want to choose if you're sending your bulletin to a professional print shop. It includes the extra details printers need, like bleed and color profiles, for best quality results. Digital PDF for web is the best choice if you're sharing your bulletin online, like posting it to your parish website or emailing it to parishioners. This keeps the file small and optimized for screens. Some printers parishes partner with upload your bulletin for you on their parish directory sites. They often have a widget you can put on your parish website, but if you upload your bulletins directly instead, you'll likely need both versions, one that you can send for printing and the digital version for your website. For this demonstration, I am going to use the Press Ready PDF. Unless your printer has specific instructions, you should be able to leave the default settings as they are. So let's go ahead and export our document. When you hit Export, you may encounter a Preflight Warning pop-up. This is Affinity's way of letting you know there is a potential issue with your document. Things like missing fonts, low-resolution images, or text that's overflowing its text box. Not every warning is a problem, but they're worth reviewing. This step can save you from wasting paper or sending a file with an error to your printer. To review, we'll open the Preflight Studio found under Window in the menu. In our document, it's warning us about possible misspellings, but in our case, these are fine and it's safe for us to proceed. Once you've exported your PDF, take a few minutes to review it carefully. I recommend opening it in a default PDF viewer and scrolling through each page. Reviewing in a different format can help you see things in a new light. For example, This spot in the article stands out to me because the spacing is weird, so I would go back in and adjust the text a little more. Some other things to check for. Look for typos or missing text. Make sure images look sharp and not blurry or pixelated. Confirm your margins are consistent and that nothing important is too close to the edge. Additionally, if you can, print a single test copy before running the full batch or sending it off to a professional printer. Sometimes things that look great on a screen don't translate perfectly to the paper, and this step can catch those surprises. And if possible, have someone else review it too. A fresh set of eyes can catch mistakes you've looked at too many times to notice. Now that everything is checked and ready to go, you have two main options. Print in-house using your office printer, or send the file to a professional printer for higher quality or larger quantities. Either way, you've taken your project all the way from a blank document to a finished, ready-to-share bulletin, and that's an accomplishment worth celebrating. Thank you so much for joining me for these lessons. I hope they've helped you feel more confident using Affinity Publisher and inspire you to create bulletins that truly serve your parish community. If you found this course helpful, I'd love for you to share it with others who might benefit too. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Every bulletin you make is an opportunity to grow and improve little by little.